thought we were done with this whole Mexican OT N-word saga, but apparently we're not. The situation is still being talked about, and now Mexican OT just lost his right-hand man and his biggest defender in this situation. Honestly, Sauce Walka may have been the only black person, at least with status, that defended Mexican OT. When Mexican OT's situation started to go viral, Sauce Walka ran to his phone and began defending Mexican OT. But it was the quickness and the aggressiveness that caught a lot of people by surprise and turned a lot of people off. Sauce Walka compared saying the N-word to eating a taco. And if you so dare to enjoy the savory tacos, then you can't be mad that somebody says the N-word. Regardless of where you stand on the N-word issue, we could all acknowledge that Sauce Walka comparison to eating tacos and saying the N-word is absolutely moronic. It sucks. It's stupid. Now, a lot of people looked at the aggressiveness in which Sauce Walka was defending Mexican OT, and they just dismissed it as pandering. Texas has a really huge Hispanic community. The consumer base for hip hop is majority Hispanic in Texas. Sauce Walka is a hip hop artist, so Sauce Walka kind of wanted it to pander to that particular community. But apparently, Sauce Walka, no less than a week later, is now changing his entire tone on the situation. And it feels like he realized what the consequences are for, dare I say, owning, which to me is worse than his original stance. See, I don't care what your opinion is on who can say the N-word and who can't. I'm never gonna judge you. If you have a different opinion on a situation, I'm never gonna be like, hey, bro, I can't be your friend for it. No, bro, this is one of those issues where, I don't feel like this issue is divided down a line of good people and bad people. That's just dumb. Some good people believe that, that Mexican OT can say the N-word. Some bad people don't believe that he can say the N-word. Just like some good people believe that he shouldn't say it, and some bad people believe he should say it. So this is not a topic that I'm gonna judge somebody's character on. But what I would say is, as a man, you should have principles and convictions. And if your opinion is swaying based on the consequences, then that's not something I can respect as a man. If you want to stand 10 foot down as a soldier and say, that's my brother, he can say the N-word, leave him alone, we not rocking with that, we standing with him, I gotta respect it, because I'm not willing to die for it. But when you flip-flopping in this manner, when you come back after you receive the consequences and the backlash from black folks, and now your reputation is tanking, and now your career is probably, in a very shaky place right now because black folks is looking at you crazy, especially in your previous stances where you come across as if you are a militant black man, as if you got boots on the ground. So now they're looking at you a little crazy. And then you instantly flip on your homie? Nah, son. And I'm not buying this excuse of, oh, I didn't see the video. Cut it out, bruh. The video was a minute long. It was trending. You had to see that video to defend him in the first place.
Yeah, man, kid that did Sauce Walka. I did an interview last night. Shout out to my boy. There's a project. He'll be dropping some. The subject in here, Mexican OT. See, now, at first when I was speaking on what I was speaking on, I was only talking about the shit I seen on Say Cheese with the girl and I on Say Cheese. My bro Denzel showed me the interview and showed me exactly verbatim what Mexican OT said on the interview on the podcast with all the women. OT be wrong, ho.
Cut it out. Cut it out, bruh. The Say Cheese post literally had the clip. And this is not like a clip where you gotta watch the clip the full way no. He said it literally within a couple of seconds within the clip. He said, hey, are there any black men in this room? Just one? I bet. Hey, what y'all gonna do about it if I do say the N-word? To tell me that you didn't see that particular clip and you was defending him saying the N-word with the veracity in which you did, I don't believe it, bro. I'm not buying it not one bit. He literally said it within the first few seconds.
Do you feel like you could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Mm-hmm. I wish there were some black dudes in here.
There are. Will right there.
And this one right here, not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him. What the fuck are you gonna do about it, And then second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up fucking doing bad shit with them. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, well, shit, what the fuck I was surrounded by, you know? Like, I respect people that they feel that way. And that's why I try to shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from or anywhere, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know? It's like I done went to the jungle and earned the lion's head. You know?
I feel like a lot of people that are from Latino descent here in New York feel that same way. The Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans.
I mean, shit. I mean, and not even trying to justify, but shit, y'all just got dropped off before us. That's all it is.
Y'all got dropped off first. It's crazy.
We from the same boat.
So no, I'm not buying at all, not one bit whatsoever. This claim that, oh man, I didn't see that part of the clip. Cut it out. Yes, you did, man. And this still won't help. He would have been better off, to be honest, if he would have just stuck to his guns and talked to Mexican OT in private. Because, the people who are upset at you, the people who are trying to cancel you, the people who aren't going to listen to your music anymore because you had the strong stance you had initially, they still won't like you. They still won't let up on you. They still won't listen to your music. Because, you're not even addressing the real issue. They are mad at you because you said Mexican OT can say the N-word. Now you're coming back to say, well, man, listen, man, he wrong for how he said it in the clip, but he can still say the N-word though. Bro, if that was your stance, you should have just stuck to your guns. Now you've successfully isolated both sides. Now the people who love Mexican OT don't rock with you. And now the people who believe that no Mexicans should say the N-word, they still not rocking with you. You have successfully isolated yourself and put yourself dead smack in the middle of this issue where no sides like you.
I'm gonna tell you why you wrong, though, bro. I'm gonna tell you why you wrong, OT. And you got a black brother. That's what you partially was gonna get into it, but you don't want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole 50% black brother and it's mixed, nigga. Real little nigga, your brother, so you should feel 100%. He should feel more. What I'm saying. What about this part? I ain't with you about saying, can you say nigga because you grew up with us, went through all this shit with us, you love us, you've been through everything that a nigga been through, so that's why you say you can say nigga. The problem and the issue is the fact when you say nigga in a room full of women, is there any black nigga in here? Is there any nigga in here? Well, if it is nigga, what you gonna do about it? That's where you up at, brother. That's what the disrespect is. Because I'll tell you, if you was in a room full of violent from Houston, full of violent like myself, TSF niggas, any niggas that's really from the H like that, and we was having that conversation and you said it in that way. Y'all said, because who's gonna do shit about it? There would have been 6 niggas in a room raising their hands saying they want to fight you. You know that. You know how this shit get down in Houston. You a Texas Crip. If a nigga come up to you and say, Mexican OT, you ain't no Crip. And what you gonna do about it? You gonna want to fight about that. This nigga in the room gonna say, who ain't what squabble? And that's where the disrespect and the third part is, OT. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing but women in that room. There's a bunch of girls in that room. It was a now violent street nigga that come from where you come from and been through what you've been through, or that's from somewhere else that's gonna disagree with you and with that statement to the point to where they'll fight you about that, or they'll do something about that. So therefore, that's what people in the general public gonna take it like that's holy, because you're doing something in the setting where people are going to consider it, where it's safe to say that right then and right there. Would you possibly say that around a room full of?
There's never a point where I've been in some controversy and thought, man, I wish that Sauce Walka had my back. I don't even think Sauce Walka is the best person to have your back on this particular issue, man. If Mexican OT could finesse it to where Dr. Umar Johnson could have his back, I don't know. Charlemagne, who's also like one of these like pro-black podcasters, right? If he could manage to finesse, I don't know how you're gonna do this, man. Right? But there's a dude out of Texas, man, called Cornell X. If he could manage to get Cornell X and say, nah, Mexican OT is good, he got the hood pass. That's better suited. Sauce Walka defending you actually works against you, to be honest with, right? Now, there's some Crips from Long Beach, California, and they have an issue with Mexican OT saying the N-word. And I've done a pretty good job at kind of highlighting like the side of Sauce Walker and folks who believe that he should be able to say it, that I haven't really highlighted the people who don't believe he should say it. So let's check out this clip from Viral Way. It's a podcast of Long Beach Crips, and they have a big issue with Mexican OT being able to say the N-word.
I better chill out with all that N-word stuff. I just seen
Mexican OT. I knew this was coming.
had an interview. 2 black chicks asked him, do you think Hispanics should be able to say the N-word? He says, man, I wish it was some black dudes in here right now. Look around, spit it.
Black dude.
They say, oh, it's a black dude right there. He said, okay, cool. If I do say it, what the gonna do about it? And this is why I don't give no passes. It ain't even the fact that you grew up with blacks. It ain't the fact that the blacks you grew up with accept you saying it. It's the fact that you cocky and basically acting like all blacks, period, is just marks and ain't finna do nothing for you saying it.
That was the problem to me.
That's when niggas like, hold on, what you mean what the fuck we gonna do? What you trying to say? That's when the niggas start getting beat the fuck up. And niggas trying to blur these lines. Oh man, they cool, this and that. No, you cool with your homies, nigga. Around every other black, it's out. If I don't know you, I'm smacking the shit out you straight up. That's me personally.
I don't even like my people that I know that are other races don't like that I know don't say that around me or to me. Me personally, I feel like, again, you have people who grow up and you know people gonna say it, but I don't like to communicate in that way with other people. And that's why I try not to even call other races what's up, my nigga, ever just because I don't even want to give niggas an impression that it's cool to do that.
Like you just said, bro, we got to press that line, homie. And once they know you're not playing, that's when everybody's like, oh, okay, I'm going to chill out. And then if it is going to be an issue, then it's up at that point.
Bro should have stood up and crashed him, honestly, because it's like now you pretty much testing me. Like, all right, what you going to do?
The word is so universal, niggas gonna chill out, but it do take to like what bro said. It's not even about the word at this point. It's about you blatantly trying to disrespect the nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what you gonna do? Like, what the you talking about? Even if you didn't say it at that point, it's damn near probably go time. Probably
Because he looked around and said, I wish it was some in here. I wish it was some black dude junior.
What's crazy about that is that it's still pump faking to me. Because if you nah, it's not even the fact it's content. You're looking around, you know it ain't no in here.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know this. Nigga, the fuck is you talking about? Put that in a room full of some that's really on that type of time, and let's see if he got the heart to do that. Then I have nothing to say.
But that's my question, though. I'm here. Who will be the dudes who are on that type of time? Because the gang members, they get passes. And those my guys. Viral Way, y'all know those my brothers. But I ain't gonna let them sit here and pop it like the gangbangers in California is checking Mexicans. They not. Cut it out, man. Some of them, I'm not gonna say all, because I can't speak for all black gangbangers in LA, but a lot of them is terrified of Mexicans in California. I'm terrified. Listen, I haven't seen a black gang in California more ruthless than the Mexican mafia, bro. Bro, yo, I know people who, when they do content and they podcasting, and the Mexican mafia is like, you know, like you have to like say the words out loud when you're reading the script. They go out their way to not even mention that, bro. That's how spooked and terrified people are. Shout out to the dude, man, who looks like the Philly Muslim with the beard and the Just Do It shirt. He says, oh, well, we got to start pressing that line. Press what line? On hold. California gangbangers got no shortage. Y'all don't got a shortage of Mexican rappers who say the N-word in the city, especially in Southern California. Y'all got no shortage, bro. Y'all got the names. Go press the line. What's been stopping y'all from pressing the line for the last 10 years? I don't want to hear no gangbangers in California, bro. Not one talk about Mexicans say the N-word. Because most of the time, the gangbangers in California are the ones giving the Mexicans the right to say the N-word. Nah, cuz, nah, blood. He from the set, blood. He from the set, cuz. Nah, man, nah, bro. He one of us. Come on, bro. How you gonna tell the homie who grew up in the set and gangbang with you all your life that he can't say the N-word, cuz? Come on, blood. That's not, come on, man. The FOI members. I got more faith in the Nation of Islam members. to press a gangbanging Mexican or a rapping Mexican for saying the N-word than I got in a Southern California gangbanger. Cut it out, man. Now, I'll be real. Those dudes on that couch, Viral, Messiah, I'm not them personally, so I can speak for their character. I know they gonna press them ish. All right, they gonna press. I do believe that if they're in the room and a Mexican say the N-word in front of them, they're gonna press. But how they are speaking, it feels like they speaking for California and black men in California and gangbangers in California. And I'm here to say, cut it out, bro. We're not about to live in that fantasy world, bro. I don't got a iota, a mustard seed of faith in no California gangbanger policing the N-word when it comes to the Mexicans. Cut it. Yo, they don't even want to smoke when like they get violated. You think they gonna want to smoke over the N-word? Cut it out, man. I'm not buying that, man.
Hey, this is why we got to start crashing niggas for the word to prevent this type of behavior in the first place.
But I feel
that's what he was saying.
But
So
I feel,
now,
go
the whole point is, it's like, okay, you're gonna have to keep crashing, or it goes to the point where, like you said, don't put yourself in those situations to allow yourself to even be in those predicaments.
I'm saying if he would have explained it in a respectful way,
Now it'd have been different.
Where
yeah.
we all understand we have people from other races who say around us who grew up with us. Everybody can understand that. It was what the is any gonna do about it?
Yeah.
What?
That's where I'm tripping on that because again he's a rapper. He's from Texas, right? He's from Houston, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I'm assuming his demographic.
Well, their politics are a little bit different down there too.
It don't matter about the politics. That's a universal word.
I'm not even about to go down that route. What I'm saying is his fans are black for the most part. You get what I'm saying? You can do that look all you want.
I think they're more
Hip hop is
Mexican.
a black. We're not even about to go down that road.
No,
bro.
it's black for sure. Blacks boosted him up.
That's
for sure,
exactly, bro. Because we already
Okay. Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
He appeals to the blacks, bro. At the end of the day, he said it as if when nobody check him, when nobody check his chin, and he knew he did that because again there was no around him to press his line because he knows some around he would have got crashed out.
This how I look at it. What's different from that? The nigga screaming at the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Like on live talking about what he gonna do to you. To me, I look at that no different. It's easy to say a lot of things in front of the cameras when there is no opposition to go against that.
I know a lot of people probably wouldn't make it this far in the video, but my honest opinion on this situation, man, is just respect who you're talking to. If you're talking to a black man who's like, hey, man, I don't like Mexicans saying the N-word around me, respect that. If you're around people who allow you to say it, then nobody can tell you what you can say or can't say around people who gave you the pass, or people who don't mind you saying it, or people who treat you saying it to them as a term of affection. But just respect who you're around. And no, I don't think the solution is crash on anybody who says it. I do believe the Mexican OT sending out like that notice, challenging black people, I don't think is wise. Now, I do disagree in terms of like his audience being primarily black. I don't think it's true, not one bit. I think the majority of his audience is primarily Hispanic. I think the majority of rap fans, from where he's from, is primarily Hispanic or like primarily white, to be honest, bro. Right? Like definitely majority white, but the ones who ride for him the hardest is Hispanic. Blacks not messing with him could affect him some. Is it really going to affect him? I don't think so. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that Sauce Walka is genuine? Did he not see the clip? Do y'all believe the Mexican OT was wrong for the challenge he sent to black people? Let me know in the comment section. And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out how Jim Jones just keep getting worse, all right? You don't want to miss it. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.